Greetings, my beautiful queens and kings. If you stopping by, welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Now let's get into it. Sharra tells Bethany she's not pressing charges on those little black girls. This is the conflict that I was having with it, even though I'm so fed up with these girls thinking they need to be taught a lesson, but at the same time, in one of my videos, I mentioned the conflict that we have in our communities with our black children when they're in homes with moms who are doing everything by themselves, alone, struggling, trying to figure out things, trying to be their children's friends, that are their parents, but many times it's how they were raised, and so they just don't know better. Their dad is not in their lives or in jail. So it's a real conflict to that. Do you discipline? Do you teach them a lesson? Press the charges, or do you have them scarred and have this, on their record, giving them a not so good start? Or you try to give them some good um, mentors in their lives. This is what these girls need. They need proper mentors that help give them the guidance that they need that Lucretia wasn't able to do. Um, who knows? Maybe through their jobs they'll find someone to do that. The lady at the job who was there who interviewed them, she seemed real motherly. Maybe she'll be a great asset to them to help Lucretia. She needed help, aunt, a cousin, or somebody to help her work with these girls. And honestly, all she had was herself to deal, and she dealt with them the best way she knew how. So we don't want to see these girls get locked up. And the only thing Bethany really does know is to press charges. I just don't like the level of disrespect to these girls and don't know what um, will stop them, but they need positive ones in their lives. If they don't, I don't know of a scare of, you know, uh, like if they could do like a scared straight type thing, don't actually have anything on their records, take them to the jail just to see how it is and let them know that this is not where you want to be. A lot of schools used to have scared straight programs back in the day. I don't know if they still doing that, to let the children know, as a method to try to get them to not come here. I don't know how it went in the studies that were done from the programs that did do this in the schools, but they need something to shake them up and realize that they are on a bad path, and they have to have more respect for adults, for people. So let's see what Sharra says about this.
Then the mama pull up in the car, right? Right. The car that got repoed. When did they get that back? And then they all over the balcony and stuff, talking and screaming while
Sharra does
they
not
trying
find
to
this
talk.
funny.
So we screaming back because stop trying to talk to us through the window, through the car, like we was just
And where
outside.
is all this taking place?
Outside the thing.
Outside of what thing?
The apartment.
Yeah. Why are y'all over there?
Because Bethany went over there to talk to Lucretia. Listen, they all hyped talking about they gonna do this, they gonna do that, but we kept telling them, come here, come here, come here. You know, I feel some way since they dumped my cousin. They did not want to come here.
I mean, I understand
at all.
that, Brooke,
They did not want to come out. They really wanted to come over the balcony, and the only time they came over the balcony is when we were in the car. And Faith keep trying to be scary. She behind her sister. So I'm telling you about what happened with the girls.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna press charges on them just so we can get it taken care of, and they'll stop messing with the girls.
What? No, Bethany, we not doing that.
Well, I mean, we're tired of them bothering them. Like every time we turn around, we're having to go up to the school. So why not? I mean, that's the least we can do.
I get what you're saying, Bethany, but trying to press charges against black kids, that ain't it. You know how that goes.
Well, if the situation... Shut up. Well, if the situation were turned around, Lucretia would do that in a heartbeat. She would press charges on either one of these girls.
I don't know. I don't see that happening. I just don't. I don't think that's...
See, the thing with Bethany, and the same thing that was discussed before when it came to Destiny, I'm going to call the police on her. She had no problem doing that. Bethany doesn't seem to understand or don't care to understand what black people go through in society and how much harder it is for our black youth than white youth. She just like press charges, and act like that's an easy thing to see. It's easy when we can be emotional, because I was emotional the same way. Yeah, press charges, but then again, we have to catch ourselves and like, wait a minute, take a moment back and find, try to gain some understanding from the situation and find another alternative to try to handle this, because at the end of the day, it's not going to solve anything. How many of our young people have been to jail repeatedly, and all of a sudden it's like street cred? They feel, more strong and tough after they done, did a little sprint in jail or prison, and it's not really, it doesn't help them. The recidivism rate, is still bad, still too many. Some may learn a lesson once, some it may get worse and they may go back. So, Shara, I'm glad she's telling her that. She has to see this from another perspective. And handling these girls is going to come down to Lucretia trying to do something. And sometimes it just takes a community effort, other people to step in to try to help a mom that's single by themselves struggling with issues like this. Bethany don't get it. She's from a whole different world. That's why, I don't even understand how Larry got caught up with her, because Bethany has no sympathy for what the plight of what black people go through.
I don't think that's ideal. I don't. I feel like that we should go another approach. Let me figure it out. You know what I mean?
No. Can you tell me why? I mean, not to be rude, but can you tell me why? Because
if you call the police on those little black girls, they can leave them with a record. I mean, they already don't have much of a bright future. You know what I mean?
Oh, well,
like, don't make it worse.
Brooke, stop, because you're becoming just like Bethany.
Be quiet.
They were screaming stuff like that over there, and it's not making the situation any better.
Just like their daddy.
Yeah, no, that.
But
Listen, I got it. Let me talk to Lucretia. You know what I mean? I'll have a conversation with her. Yes, Brooke.
I don't know that you can get anywhere with her, because I mean, even me trying to talk like calm, and I was pleasant in the beginning. I mean, honestly, like she ain't for it. She ain't listening. She blamed everything on them, both of them. But you do what you want to do, and if it don't work from your end, then I got something in mind I can try.
Yeah.
So I got a few tricks up my sleeve I can maybe try.
Yeah, no. Let me go my route. I got this. I can
Your
handle
trick
this.
with your
Lucretia,
father,
you know, we've had
connections.
conversations before, and she'll hear me out.
Okay. If she don't, though, I'm thinking maybe I'll try my way if yours don't work.
Let me talk to her. No, them girls been bothering us for the longest.
I know they need to get
Lock
some
them
jail
up.
time.
Lock
They
them
need to be
up.
in timeout. Obviously,
Yeah, but
they don't have
your
no
behind might
structure.
wind up
They
getting locked
at
up
least
over
they-
something
You want them to go to
one day.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, they don't have to. They can do whatever. They can stay out so we can fight. But
Then they can go to jail.
because
I
I'm not
want
really
them in
police
jail.
for real. I'm not really police.
I
So
want them in jail.
Yeah, no. Y'all doing too much.
That's not cool.
We gonna, trust me.
Oh, we being harassed. They should have been in jail.
Oh, don't worry.
Right.
I got something up my sleeve for y'all for sure.
That's fine.
Yeah.
and then her mama talking about his self-defense. Girl, your daughter came up to me.
Girl,
and
bro,
literally.
We gonna see. Y'all,
mama
I want
delusional.
y'all to keep that.
Y'all have a lot to learn about Brooke and what she been doing. But yeah, Shara, try, because sometimes maybe from one black woman to another, what they need, who knows, maybe Shara can talk to these girls. It'll be surprising that one day, wouldn't it be something that, because of Shara, they start to see a different side to Brooke, and they'll actually be friends one day and make peace. But they have to have some type of understanding, and these girls have to learn to listen. Why are they the way that they are? Needs to be questioned. And who knows? Maybe Shara can get some leeway with them, because Bethany is always ready to use her connections to do something against black women, which I don't like. And even though we upset and want these girls to learn their lesson and maybe do have press charges, the records and their future, and how it's not getting off to a good start, even though they may do it on their own in the future, may do it again. If not by Bethany, they may do something to end up in jail. However, I want them to learn a lesson now of some sort that will cause them not to have, worse problems in the future. All right, let me know what y'all think about this, the conversation with Bethany and Shara relating to the twins. Okay, have a great night. Family, stay blessed. Peace.